Welcome back to the channel everybody, hope you're all doing well. In this video I thought it'd be fun to take a look at one of the Legends range by Makarov. They do a few different ones, the MP40, they're all, you know, guns throughout history, but I went for this Makarov just to have a quick look. And before we get started, I gotta say it's brilliant, really have loved this gun, so let's jump in. We'll take it out the packaging. As you can see, the box is a bit more decorated than they usually are from Makarov. Nice bit of packaging. That's just all your usual stuff, your instructions and whatnot. Let's get, and we'll put that over there. And there's the pistol itself. It's all metal, other than the wood effect grip here, which is polymer. You can see it's got a few nice little details on it up here, like that is the old Soviet red star there. Just says Makarov stamped up there into the slide. You got your serial number, the caliber, it is printed, stamped into the barrel as well. Very nice. I'll take the magazine out. The magazine just has a little catch there, and if I pop the handle out, you can see where the CO2 cartridge goes. It goes just in there. I'll have a quick run through of some of the specs with yous. The length of the gun is 162 millimeters. The weight is 608 grams. I think that's the weight with it without the without it loaded and without the CO2 in it. So it's 608 grams. It has an 18 round capacity magazine. The claimed power output from Makarov is 2.5 foot-pounds. So we'll have to put that to the test. They also claim to get 100 shots per CO2, which I would probably say is accurate from them, because you do get a lot of shots per CO2 for this, much more than the other ones for some reason. Maybe it's because it's a lower power output, I'm not too sure, but you do seem to get a lot of shots out of this. What we can do, I'll go ahead and pop a CO2 in it. If we can get the Pelgan oil open. As always, it's just a good practice to put a little bit of Pelgan oil. So it just pops in there like that. Loosen this off. Come on, you swine. There we go. Make sure it's in there nice and straight, and then there we go. Just slide the grip back. It's in there nice and housed. The only issue I do have, well, I found I have been having with this gun is the way you load the magazine. If I show you here, so obviously standard little spring, you bring it down, but you load it here at the top, but you can't really pull them in, you have to do it one at a time, and because it's at an angle, you have to slightly angle the magazine to make sure they fall down into the spring area. Yep. So it can be a bit tricky. That's the only thing I'd have to say bothered me about this gun. Everything else has been brilliant with it. The build quality of it, the way it fires, the way it feels in the hand, it's really good. Really good. And like I said, I was really impressed with how many shots you can get per CO2. As you can imagine, I use quite a lot on this channel, so to have a pistol that's quite conservative with the gas is a nice change. So get these out the way for you. Yeah, once your magazine's loaded, you just release the spring back, slide it in, and then you're good to fire. Feels a lot better when it's loaded and it's got the CO2 in it. Feels a lot heavier. But if you just quickly go around the gun, so obviously up here you've got your safety. You can operate it with your phone, which I quite like. Turn it off and on. You have a little red dot there to let you know you're in fire. Little white dot there to let you know you're in safe. The hammer is a working hammer. It's a non-blowback gun, but you can cock it like that. It drops the hammer back, and then you can keep doing that. You can either just keep firing it semi-automatically, or you can bring the hammer down and fire one shot. It's a bit more accurate with the hammer down because the trigger ends up doing obviously less work. When the hammer's up, it's obviously cocking the hammer back and firing it, but if you just cock it back, you find the trigger's a bit more lighter to pull. So it's up to you how you want to shoot it, but we'll go ahead and put it back into safe. If you look up the top here, you've got your rear sight and your front sight. They're just the standard U-shaped iron sights. There's no space for attachments on this with the style of the pistol. Obviously it's an old Soviet style and it's an exact replica, so it is exactly as the Soviet one that was used, I think from like 1950 onwards it was used. It was designed by a dude called Nikolai Makarov, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, this pistol and the AK-47 is what replaced the old Soviet guns after World War II. So I think it's still in service today, but yeah, because of the age of it and the design, there's no top rail, there's no pick rail at the bottom for, you know, a torch or anything like that. But I don't think you'd want to put one on. I think it looks fantastic as it is. The only problem I have with it as well is it's so shiny that you get your fingerprints all over it. Helps to just give it a little bit of a wipe every now and then. Yeah, so I paid £81 from Pelpax for the Makarov. If you're into the replicas and you like the old style guns like MP40s and old pistols, then I would definitely recommend getting something from this Umarex Legends range. This is my first one, the Makarov. I give it a solid 9 out of 10. I've absolutely loved it. Really good fun to shoot. Solid build. Feels really nice in the hand. Really ergonomical design. Sounds good when you're firing it. I'm really impressed with this gun. I couldn't recommend it highly enough. If a 9 out of 10 is a high recommendation, I'd say it is. I've loved it. Yep. Like I say, there's not too many bells and whistles on it, no rails or anything, but it is what it is. It's a fantastic little pistol. So if you've enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate a sub or a like, a share, whatever you want to do, or just your eyes being here now is good enough. So I appreciate yours, and I shall see you all in the next one. Thank you.